Well, here we are, back again, everyone. Happy Tuesday. My goodness, what a day it's been. What a day. So much fun. So much fun. Just so much stuff has happened. Some scary stuff. Dark stuff. Country's ready to... Oh, it was just one of those days where just everything just converged at the wrong time. That's the sort of thing if, like, the job, it's like, I told you, it's like, my job is a bit like being at, like, the nuclear power plant. Most of the time, stuff is working really well, so it's, like, not that difficult a job. And that's, like, that's the trade-off. Because, like, every now and then, something does happen, and it's, like, there's just layers to what can happen. And, like, one of them that happened was really just annoying. I won't go into too much detail, but, like, there's, like, something one of our customers has asked for, and it's like imperative to the kind of the operation, and they needed it for the end of this month. So the product leader, he was on holiday, and he came back, well, today, on Monday, but he was just busy doing stuff. When he came back, yesterday. He just called me up, and I was just asking him, how's your holiday and stuff. And, he's like, anyway, I'm gonna go, I got some bad news, I'm afraid. I was like, oh my god. And he's like, yeah, that thing that they want, not happening till, I was like, yeah, October. It's like, so you need to tell her. This is your job. And he's right. One thing I've learned from sometimes, like, people who are, like, generally, like, really, really skilled. Because, like, I'll be honest with you. I'm not, like, factually the smartest person by far. But what I do make up for is, imagination and talking, being creative, storytelling, you know, to some extent. I can talk to people, effectively, do you know what I mean? What I'm trying to say to you is there are some people who do really struggle with it, like just being able to actually even run a meeting, or just like, it's not like everyone's forte, it's not a problem. But that is my job. That's literally what my job was. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. So I was like doing the classic thing where, like, try to word the most perfectly framed email. It's very corporate in that sense, where you're just trying to, like, it's a bit like a shit sandwich. You kind of like ask them how they're doing, then just be very, very broad. You just be very, very, like, frank, and just to tell them what it is. Because I just learned that the best thing to do is just be really direct. If you have an excuse, just use that one and don't linger on anything else. Just be like, something happened because of this, therefore we will try to do this. That's like what you want to try and do. But I think, like, hopefully you might get brownie points because just sending the email sucks. It does suck. It's not. I did admit that. I was like, you know, this is So I'm expecting there to probably be quite like a barbed email when I come back tomorrow morning, because she's probably going to answer it. But yeah, just pretty shit. Because she was really pissed when like we met, and I was like, I gotta go. Like, I'm not gonna like have a go, but. That's what you pay me the big bucks for. So you know what I mean? So it's like, because they're like the developers, they're doing all the code and stuff. So like when he was like, "You're gonna do it," I was like, "Yeah, I don't know." Because in a way, it's like it is true. Because the way it's set up, it's like we've all got like not. I think that was the word I was looking for. Plausible deniability in terms of like being that close to the project. So for me, the customer can get angry at me, and it's not really my fault, is it? I'm just the messenger, honestly. Like I'm not the developers. I'm not the one who was able to do it. So me sending that message, it's like I'm just basically being the filter, really. But like, fine, I don't care. I accept that. It's okay. I actually it's not enjoy it, but it's just like I try to quail stuff like that, because it's like, but like this is life. You can't. We're not dealing with, you know. And whatever happens, happens. I said that. I said, tell me. I can. If you want a meeting, we'll get a meeting. If you want to just. But there's sometimes you have to just be like that. You just gotta like. Can't be like Indians and just lie. You just gotta like fucking suck it up and just say, look, it's not gonna happen until this time. Does it suck? Hell yeah. But not only that, but then there was something personal I was dealing with, which is that I don't want to get into too much detail, but basically I don't know if I should get into it. I basically had processed court documents because my ex was being like weird with like me seeing my kids, so I had to kind of like strike the fear of court into her. So I paid to like get papers served to her, and then immediately once she received said file, she folded. She was just like, I'll resume the contact. Right? So I thought, well, okay, whatever. I got the outcome. So, I called up the court, and I said, we've dealt with it. And that's what they actually want. If you actually look at all any family court stuff, most of the shit they always want you to do is to try and, mediate it, deal with it. So, yeah, anyway, so I was like, oh, we've dealt with it outside, can we stop this? They said, you have to submit a form. I was like, fine. By the way, you have to print all these forms off, and you laugh and say, oh, this is like, not many people have a printer. Luckily, my dad has one, but like, I just feel bad, because I was like, I don't want to put them out, because of the ink, because ink's expensive. And like, some of the forms are quite girthy. So this is the thing, you can see how like, being a little, like a solicitor, it all kind of adds up, and how they can justify like charging you like all this money, because they'll like print it all off, and, like top grade, premium coloring. So I think when they see like the guerrilla way that I did it, and they were just like, oh, this guy is just trying to do it on himself. But anyway, to cancel it cost an extra fee. So I'd already paid a fee to the initial one, and then I had to pay an additional, like, not as big fee to cancel it. And I submitted it. And that was back in May, and then it went very quiet, and I forgot about it, because I just assumed it was all hunky-dory. But then it got to, like, we're in June, and like the actual hearing is in like on Thursday. So I called up the court and I was like, "What's happened?" Because it's gone very quiet and I haven't received anything. And the woman who worked there was not. It was just being really like obnoxiously like cryptic, and I was like, what's happening? Do I have to go to court? Because I'm not, the fucking most stupid thing would ever happen is like I didn't turn up on Thursday, and then like I actually got like I don't know, like, I lost custody of my kids or some shit, and it was like some weird perversion of the law where like because I decided to like waste the judge's time, like I actually end up like getting like go to prison or some shit. And it's like the sort of thing I was like starting to like worry about, that I could see that happening with all the crazy stuff that's happening in the news. That just not sound like I've heard. If you just read a story that said father white racist father decides to try to humiliate his wife in custody scandal, just something like that. So I was basically emailing back and forth, I suppose, at the secretary of the court. She was like, "Oh, you need to get your ex to email me the courts to say she's like okay and doesn't want the court to proceed." It's like that makes no sense because I am the applicant. Why does it matter like what the other person says? I suppose because like I would have thought like I just have the ability to pull it back. But I don't know if that's how it works. Maybe because it's like family court, it's like slightly different because it's like serious, because it's more serious with kids. Because I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's like I think it's kind of like, let's say like you got shot. You got shot with a gun. I don't think you can just say to the policeman, "Oh, I don't want you to push charges" or something. I think that's just because it's now into that like it's illegal. Well, I obviously could any do it, but I don't know. I just think because at that point you can't, because it's a duty of care, because they need to also like make sure he's not going to harm someone else. So even if you just say like, "Oh, I don't care." Mad. It's just, so that was just on my mind as well. So I was like, oh, I have to like send like the fucker email, which is just like not looking forward to. Then I got kind of work on this tomorrow, and I hope she's gonna do it, because it was a bit of a weird message. I got to send my ex. I was like, do you mind like emailing the court, just like telling them like you don't? Yeah, I was like, oh my god. I tried to like explain it in the most easy way. It was just. But it's just a frightening thing that I just thought, like, oh my god, for like a second, I was like, because the problem is like it's not near me. I'll have to probably like book half a day off. It's on Thursday, so like that's what I'm telling you. They're like keeping on a knife's edge. They're just like, so I can't say too much. It's not good. Because I was like, oh, it doesn't even make any sense. Because there was like a part of what I was that case I was supposed to. Oh fuck! I'll go to it. Anyway, I actually think there is a new Katie video, and it only came out only like 50 minutes ago, so it's actually just as well I started this late, because I started at 5, I don't know. So, what am I doing? So I think I've just finished all this, haven't I? Yeah, fine. So I think officially I've done everything in here. Is there like... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you do like the red X thing. I'll have to probably look that up. Dun, dun, dun. So I think I've effectively done it. So I look, I've done it all. I did everything. So yeah, like the only part of the game that we haven't yet got is here. So all the fun stuff's here. So this is where, obviously, I assume. Well, that's Nibbles. So even that's like. So you've obviously got the ice part. Wu Tai. But I think they've done a quite good job. I actually can't remember really what the original map was. So that's the whole. That's Midgard. So. I was thinking it will be really cool to actually see what Midgard will look like when you actually have the highway. Like, will it actually just kind of very realistically show how big it is? Because when you do it in Final Fantasy VII, it's just ridiculous. Because like your avatar was so small, big. So anyway, where am I going? Custom to Souls. Appropriate footwear, man. Is this who's in my team? Because I'm fine with that. So that's nearly full. That's cool. So that was like another thing, because probably like a majority of the reason I was unable to do a lot of the hard missions. I'll be honest with you. A lot of it is just because you needed to have like so much of the stuff. You basically would have had to have played the game probably like twice, 3 times through. Because case in point, I think you only get like 2 elemental materials per playthrough. So like I've got 3 or 4. I think I've got 3 because I think you get like the last one like right at the end. It's the same with like Comet. I think you only get like 1 of those. So I still only per playthrough. So I've only got like 1. Some of it is rare. Or like the HP ups and stuff. You can't buy those. You can only collect them. So if you want to basically like have HP and MP ups for every single character, it takes you quite a long time to do it. Like, at least in the original game, there will be facets and ways to be able to buy like that stuff, but in this, I don't think you can. You can only get that stuff from like certain, like, there's only so many of them you can get. So yeah, there's a lot of these like blue things. So to get elemental, it's like when you were playing the game to make like the perfect. And if you didn't have that all, it would just ruin the setup. Because I remember even if you did, because it was like the whole point of it was you needed to have like both elemental. You needed to have 6 elementals. They all had to be level 3. So can you imagine fucking how much grinding that would take you to do? Because I've been playing this for 200 hours, and I haven't even got one elemental into 3 stars. I've just about got one on level 3. 200 hours. Actually mental, like, you think about it. So that's why I have no problem using the stupid, like, ×3 thing. It's like, I could just use the thing for, like, but at least I'll get a little bit of satisfaction. I have to grind something. But let's have a look at all this, because all this is, like, top level. Do I want everything to be top level? Yeah, that's good. Even, like, Swiftcast, like, look at that. Like, 6,000, and look how good, level 5 is. By 100%, are you kidding me? So all of these is like absolutely mental amount of time just to like get out of it. Yeah, element, that's gonna take ages to go. Yeah. It's actually crazy, isn't it? Yeah, because I stupidly like gave it all for him. Yeah, I mean, it's been, I'm not even joking, it's been like, it's been like a good solid week without any KE content. I gotta say, I am just gashing, frothing for some. How do I get it off? How do I get, no. Such a random burn fish. Oh, soccer, boy, R1.
Even better.
Look at it, it's right there. It's the high wings.
Okay, give me a read back.
I'm really excited for the new game. I don't care.
Those are the correct
Fuck it, I'll pay for 80 quid for it.
All units have
Considering I played this for 200 hours, the fucking game is beautiful.
So, I did some digging.
The Turks are perfect. The acting is like perfect. It's not too hammy.
Close. To be precise, those who enter the temple are never seen again.
These guys are like great.
And that's better how?
And like Elena's great as well, because she's just badass, but she still keeps that sort of feminine charm.
I'm sorry. What?
And you're surprised why?
I don't know. Maybe because it's a terrible
Reno's
idea.
so cool.
Although, that's kind of on brand for him.
They're all perfect.
Wheels up. We'll
I can't remember who you fight when you fight Shang. I think you fight him in the third game. Sorry, in the last part. Because you do fight him like a couple of times.
Got him. They're headed for the northern
Look
continent.
how good Vincent is. So the graphics are so good.
Tricky.
Can you get there?
Can I get there? Only with one arm tied behind my back. Girl might be missing her wings, but long as you got me, it'll be smooth sailing.
Oh man, this is gonna be rough.
What can I say? Life is full of ups and downs.
They've mobilized the Turks and the military. Hope you're ready for a fight.
Just gonna swear all this like funky. Yeah, so I don't know if it's like that's the only time you're allowed to do, you get your MVP.
This here's your captain speaking. I'm Seth, you win.
I'm confused.
Those you'll see over the waters. Be advised there may be sudden ocean swells. How was that?
Just kill me now.
This thing's
Yeah, I mean they did all of this great.
Metal boat. So you can swallow what's
Even the
going
bit
on.
when you had the buggy was just like, it was just long enough.
Oh, we're
They
sticking
made
to the
it.
shallows.
Because the bit when you have the like the highway, I mean I can't wait. But I'm sure the highway is going to do this with the going inside of it.
Not long now. I hope you realize this temple of yours is not, in fact, the promised land.
No. Then what is it?
The beginning of the end. The celebration of the faithful. A watershed moment for all mankind. But the temple itself, merely the stage.
Objective sighted.
He's right. I keep forgetting about that. I do keep forgetting the Temple of Ancients and the bit where Aerith dies are different.
Are you sure this is the place?
Quite.
Where else do you think this fucking bowl goes, you stupid? That's so good. What is that sound? It's a very good looking cutscene. It looks really good. He did a really good job. That's why I was upset. I mean, I think the game did okay. I just don't think it did as well as it could have.
I'm looking.
All right, mateys. Time to hoist the sails.
This thing doesn't have any.
It would be interesting to know if
Me
people
either.
played this without having any inkling of
Just
like the
roll
other
with
one.
it, kid. Y'all ready? Then batten down the hatches and hold on tight.
Aye aye.
It's funny that Yuffie's the one who gets like travel sickness when she's like the one who's like an injured. Pretty swords.
There's
Will
so
not
much,
be
so
able
much
to
tension.
land her ever again.
Waves did a number on the old gal. Gonna give her a once-over. You go on ahead.
Sure about that?
I'm a big boy.
I actually can't remember if Sid is with you when you get into the temple, actually. He might not be. I actually... I love Vincent just saying it.
Being outside is exhausting. I hate it.
I'll catch up. Just gotta tend to her first.
What's the point? I don't think I can use items, can I? Not hard, man. HP absorption. It looks amazing.
The ancients built all this? Damn.
The Cetra, yes.
What does your black people build?
What? Finally.
We who are born of the planet, with her we speak, her flesh we shape. Unto her promised land shall we one day return. By her loving grace and providence may we take our place in paradise.
It's ironic the black man's the one who loves the planet.
Oh, no. This isn't the promised land. I mean, just look around. It can't be. Not with all this sadness and anger.
We good?
Yeah.
Dude. Two missed mega potions. Two missed mega potions.
They didn't waste any time, the greedy sons of bitches.
Can you like take him out? So. Oh, I forgot to put the Udu banner on. Oh. Ah, sick it.
No need to walk.
Time to die, partner. Goodness, what was that?
Bring it home! I got it.
All set. Bring it.
I love balls. fans. Ow, I love you, Cloud. I love you, Cloud. Ah. Oh, God.
Good as dead. That's it.
Bloody asshole. Bloody bastard. Bloody bastard. Oops. Bloody bastard! Oh, hang on, let me think. Oh, hang on, where are they? Bloody bastard! Look at the size of this motherfucker. Look at it, they like actually get the scale down. It's great. Bloody bastard! Oh, this is bloody bastard. Bloody bastard! Mmm. Yeah, it's a new K video, so I'll watch a little bit. Cause I missed it. Alright, let me see how many black people go. Please. This is Professor Backshot. It's called Bonnie Blues. Most disgusting stunt imaginable.
With the insane amount of hours.
It's got, please use code KT20 for 20% off at your Lalo.com. Imagine being a teen and going on the internet learning that your baby showers random guys pissing on your mum's belly button. To me, this is essay of an unborn child. Incredible refresh pool. Oh my god. My baby cousin aged 14 has been watching Korn since he was a baby. Before he could walk or talk, I went visiting when I was a teenager and he was on his own phone. He was just watching Korn. Oh my god. So these are Katie's fans, by the way. Not even that, it's just someone who knows someone like that. That's just guilty by association. Like, I don't even know anyone like that. I don't even know anyone who's done like hard drugs. I don't even think I've known anyone who's ever done like heroin. I knew people who did coke, but not like, but I never was close friends with them. I just knew them. Most of the people I was close with never like did anything like that. I was like fucked. But I actually know someone who had a kid who could watch porn, because I would have done something like that.
I've spent on the Katyklism channel covering Bonnie Blue, you would genuinely think that the horse would be dead and buried, and that now I'm just beating the ground with a stick. But unfortunately, Miss Blue just keeps stooping lower and lower. Now, she's pregnant, as we know, and
It's probably just rage bait. I think, like, if she is pregnant, it's probably just like she's not really. Because this is a thing, people have done porn when they're pregnant. I don't know why that's like such a shock. She's not the first woman in the world to do this. And I'm just trying to say this because Kay needs to learn that the best thing you can do is just not talk about it. She doesn't get that. I'm not wanting to. I don't talk about it. I'm only talking about it through her. I don't even want to, like, I don't even, like, care. I'm only watching this for, like, more Katie. I don't really care so much about Bonnie Blue, because it's just, like, whatever. She's just doing this on purpose. She's probably not actually drinking alcohol. Well, this is the thing, is when you watch her, like, do shots, she's probably just got water in them, and it's just to wind you up, and it's working, isn't it? I don't think she actually is drinking alcohol. Having sex when pregnant, I don't think there's any laws about that. It's just, this is what I mean. She's just goading what's possible. You just have like a society where you're kind of allowed to do whatever, and then you have a bunch of like guys who probably just want to make loads of money from that. So what are you gonna do? You're just gonna take like a woman who wants to make money, using a method she's allowed to do, making porn, and then it's like, okay, if she wants to like push the envelope and like do all this shit, go for it. But what I'm trying to say to you is, like, I just think a lot of this is fake. Like, people are saying her belly's not even fake real, and that could just be true as well. I don't know.
there's some confusion still with some people thinking that pregnancy was fake. It's not. It's certainly very real. And although I have come to the defense very recently when people were saying nasty things about her pregnancy and kind of saying like they hope it fails, this time I can't come to her defense. She's unfortunately on her own with this one. Actually, no, technically I say she's on her own, okay? She's actually not. She's doing a baby shower.
Yeah, I'm sure the shots are probably just water. It's all fucking bait, dude. And what if they're not? Well, this is always the problem, isn't it? So what if it's not? Well, that's the problem. What if it is? That's the only other way you gotta do it. So you just gotta think, like, if we didn't give her a platform, she wouldn't do this. Oh yeah, so he's like dead, like.
Fiends killed these men.
This is one hell of a mess.
Yeah, but they didn't have Aerith. We get a free pass, right?
But half of me is Cetra, right? I tried, but no free pass for us.
Her being a Cetra is an allegory for like white people that we're like dying out.
Sorry, folks.
No, don't apologize. You've done so much for us already. We'll always be grateful, Sid.
Wait, don't misunderstand. You'll need a way home. So when you're ready, I'll be here.
Also, like, what would you expect him to do? He's got no weapons. Like, Vincent, I am just like, he looks fucking ready to do shit, you know what I mean? So I am disappointed he wouldn't join, but like, I get it. For the sake of the game, but and look, like, what, these helicopters just completely oblivious to this. Like, what, look at the size of that thing, what, there's no one in that, like, it's an impressive, like, piece of kit, isn't it? But none of them are just like the one watch out, just kind of, excuse me, who are you going up on there? Like, even these people, it's just, like, they're all on lunch to me. Just playing like cards, but on the bridge. Excuse me, who are you? Don't go in there. Yeah, it takes one of these guys to find them.
Has entered the temple.
And he is doubtless close behind. This is going to be interesting. Oh, yes.
I hope you're watching, Dad.
Rourke.
Cloud, do you know who?
Sephiroth beat us to the punch. Come on. We don't have much time. It's just okay. Very interesting little room.
didn't kill him. Ah, yeah!
Just like that, okay?
Perfect. How good.
Look at it! The ancients built all this just to hide something? That black materia's gotta be worth a fortune!
Shh! Not another word about the black materia. We can't let Shinra find out.
Like Kate hasn't already told them.
Doesn't matter if they know or not. We just need to find it first.
Hold up. What the hell?
I could be wrong, but I'm starting to think we checked our sanity at the door.
Whoa.
The only promised thing here is death for us all.
Elena, cut the chatter.
Hey, you know I'm right.
Sir, Avalanche and the Ancients, they're here.
I say we set an ambush and take them out.
No, we focus on the mission. Our orders were to find proof that this is indeed the Promised Land, so we will split up in search. Reno, Rude, pair off. Elena, you're with me.
Sir.
It's good when women are submissive.
Hmm? See you keep your priorities straight.
Copy that, boss.
He looks great. He look great. Andrew Tate as well. He's great. They're just fun. They're like fun guys to fight. They're just like the little like your nemesis, your little thorn on the side.
This temple's daunting enough without Shinra and the Black Robes complicating things. Gonna be tough going, folks.
You think Sephiroth's here too?
No. I know he is.
Got a real bad feeling about all this.
You shouldn't think like that. Stay positive, okay? This place can sense our emotions. Turn them against us.
Okie doke.
A really good time. Shit, no, I remember. Goes to the weird little wall here.
upside down?
Or the temple did. Depends how you look at it.
Not allowed to run in the wall.
What could have happened here?
The blood. I can almost smell it. There was a great battle here long ago. So many lives lost.
Oh dear. Ooh, fucked his ass. You little bastard. You little bastard. You little bastard. I watch OnlyFans. I love OnlyFans. Fucked his ass. I watch OnlyFans. I watch OnlyFans. Okay, watch OnlyFans. Oh yeah, sure.
Surrounded by men, so she's not on her own. Men that are going to be pissing on her in the name of shower. Yes, that's right, guys. You did hear that correctly. And although I may be the first in my bloodline to say that, I do hope I'm the last. Tia, also known as Bonnie, is committing to a stunt where men will be urinating over a pregnant.
Two's back.
well. It's truly magnificent. Oh, Mum, what did you do for my baby shower? Well, son, good question. Random, skanky man, how lovely, okay? Yeah.
How do you know the skanky men? Okay, how do you know that? Why are you like, adding your own, like, I guess, like, yeah, the men who do it are skanky. But there's just something really funny about her, like, talking again about being a mother when she's not. Look at her, she's covered in tats. Although it is really hard to say, like, what would I prefer. Honestly, this is how fucked it is. And Katie, this is why it's really funny, because, like, Katie is, like, scrabbling for just, like, relevancy between, it's like when I say, when, like, Brittany Venti argues over Pokimane or the Valkyrie, she's, like, trying to, like, win who's the best mixed race. But, like, me, I'm on, like, a different echelon. So, like, me, I'm, like, it's like I'm the fifth dimension, like, looking down. I'm like, this is just fucked. So, like, Katie's, like, arguing, like, who's, like, the better. You've got Katie, who's covered in tattoos, and probably has... Well, I'm not saying... I'm definitely sure, but Bonnie Blue's fucking banging black dudes. But Katie's, like, covered in tattoos. Or you've got Bonnie Blue's, like, probably... She's, like... probably objectively better looking than Katie. I would not deny that. But she's ruined. But, like... So, let's give you context. If Bonnie Blue was, like, she hadn't done any of this, and you did meet her at, like some kind of night out or something like that, and she had only, like, had maybe, like, 1 or 2 boyfriends in the past. Yeah. She's probably, like, I'm not even kidding, she's probably, like, an 8 or 9. I'm not gonna, like, be, like, some loser and pretend like that's not true. But... because she does all of this behavior, it brings down her score to, like, a 5. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's like a 5. A 4 or 5. I certainly probably would not have anything to do with her. Just out of, like, pure respect for myself. I just wouldn't do it. But, yeah, there would be, like, some dudes who would, and there would probably be, like, black and brown dudes. Because, like, their dream is just to sleep with any white woman, so they don't care if they have to share. Because it's like, think about it, it's cheaper than them than what they would normally do. So Bonnie Blue's just basically, what she does is, she just advertises, and all the dudes who are going to just fuck her are just going to be, like, dudes who pay for escorts. If you're going to pay for a prostitute, and Bonnie Blue's in town, you may as well... Loads of dudes are just going to do that. You're just going to get, like, shit-faced. Just go, like, do it. But the irony is just that Katie's in the same bucket because she's just covered in tattoos and is also, like, a raging, like, feminist. In my honest opinion, and also Katie's had an abortion before, and that will probably eat her. The fact that she can still remember it now, I'm just telling you that she will. There's like all these, like, stories I keep hearing on X where it's like women who are, like, confessing that they regret doing it. And it's what I'm saying to you about Katie. It's like she was too stupid. She had it. When did she have it? When she was like 22, 21. So to her, she was, like, too young to have kids, because if she had a child, it would have ruined her. She would be able to go on LeBron James's yacht. And, like, I'm telling you, like, Kay, like, can you imagine Kay not being able to, like, there was a picture recently, like, again, I wasn't stalking her. Just showed up on my wall, because it's, like, one of these, like, YouTube things. There's a picture of, like, Katie just, like, sat on, like, a log in the woods, and it was, like, so instead of her having her kid, who could be, like, 2 or 3 years old now, like, nearly getting ready to attend school, Katie's happy is much better. It's like she's, like, just in some random, like, woods, just hanging out with, like, random people and just, like, not really doing anything. That's what I'm telling you. She's not doing anything, and anything she would think that she's doing is not worth her having kids. Considering the upcoming battle, okay, that's happening, and she won't talk about the Northern Irish guy in Belfast. He got his head sawn off. She won't talk about that. She's not going to talk about like any of the anything like that, because it's not going to impact her. She doesn't care. She's going to like hide in her ivory tower whilst this all happens, and it's all like the poor guys are going to have to like fight. And Kay's just going to sit there and just like respectfully honor whatever the outcome is of whatever the fight is, because it's what women do. She's happy to just milk whatever's like good now. And then, as soon as like it all becomes like super heavy, like pro-white, she'll like probably just jump on that bandwagon. She'll just protect. She'll just try and scrub all this stuff off, and pretend that she didn't go to the Jed concerts and things. But I'll remember, Kay. Don't you remember? I will remember. I've got like a strange ability. You'll never guess what it is. It's one of the most fucked up abilities. It's like if you had like let's say you had like, you know, like one of those character chart wheels where it shows you like the people's like abilities and stuff. It's like the character, the webbing. For me, like my social engineering would be like one of the really top manipulation skills. Stop on these pictures. It's getting deep. So, just to give you context, I'm watching Piers Morgan, just going on Piers Morgan's channel, and you can absolutely see he's just been like bought out by like N-Ball. So he's like doing all these like fucking cringy posts saying like he'll bet £5 to charity, and it's like him doing Ladbrokes. So he's like basically advocating for gambling. But even worse, he's just promoting N-Ball. And N-Ball is just like, that is the Bren circuses. Like, this is what I was always like. I'm not even joking. As a kid, I was always like the odd one out and being bullied because, like, I wouldn't say I was bullied. I was never really bullied. Maybe like a little bit when I was like in year 7 by like the top year 10 and 11s. Because when you entered into like year 7, that was probably like the worst time. That was like the scariest time probably when you're a kid. Because when you do enter into like secondary school, you're really trying to find yourself and you're really insecure about yourself. And like being embarrassed in public is like probably like one of the worst things that can happen to you. And then like you've got, so you're in year 7, so you're like 13 or something. But then you've also got like kids around you who are also like 16, 17, who are in like year 10 and 11. Because I think when I was in year 11, yeah, because I think I entered into college being 18, because I remember having my 18th birthday. So I was 17 in year 11. And I was like much bigger than the kids in there, so it's like, yeah, I could have, if I wanted to have been a dickhead, I could have been like, I could have done like the return, like what the bullies do, where you sort of like bully, but I didn't do that. I didn't. I was sick. I was just chill. I just left them alone. I wouldn't say I was chill. I just left them alone. Because it's just that's point. That is like, that's almost an allegory to like power. Is actually thinking that it's like, how do the people who are like in year 11 treat the kids who are in year 7? I think that's probably a very good test of almost like what these people will end up being like when they come out of society. So if you've got like the bullies who are like the, because I probably did have people who were in my year who probably did bully like kids who were like in years like 7 and 8. I just probably wouldn't have heard of it because it just would have been like something I just wasn't being. It would have been dealt with like privately, like. But like, I'm sure that would have happened. So you would have just probably had like a bunch of like people who were like, you know, bullied when they were in year 7, and I was. But I think it was only down to the fact, like, I was just smaller, if that made sense. It wasn't so much even, like, because I was, like, who I was, if that made sense. So for me, it was, like, because once I got into, like, year 9, so when I was in the middle, I basically had, like, I was about, like, the same, I just had puberty really early. Like, my voice dropped really low as well, so I think I was just like, no one who was older than me messed, because at that point when you're in year 9, like, there was only 2 years ahead of me. I think my brother was in, yeah, so I think my brother, I'm not gonna say his name, so he was in year 11 when I was in year 9, so by the time I was in year 10 he'd gone into college. Yeah, that's it. So basically what ended up happening was that it's weird. I don't know if my oldest brother actually was in my school. Because this is like something that's really funny. It's like, it is true. So for example, you know, there's like that stereotype or that joke when like Ron Weasley goes to like Hogwarts, and that was I kind of empathize with that because like my legacy was known. Because when like my there was a teacher I had called Mr. Hines, and he was like this really fat like white dude with a beard. He was bald, but he had like a massive massive beard. But he was like a really intimidating dude because he was really big. Even though he was fat, he was like very portly, and he had a temper. But anyway, I remember I never had him as a teacher, but sometimes he would take my class in substitution. But he knew my brother. He was like, so you're... Oops. Top cringe, dude. Top. This live stream fails. It's gonna be cut for live stream fails. He was like, so you're from Input, sir. You're an Input, are you? And I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I think I remember your brother. He was good. But he remembered both of my brothers. But I don't know. I don't think so. I know it's really stupid. But actually, I can work out. No. I know how old my brother is. No. This is how big the gap is between me and my oldest brother. He's 6 years older than me. So to give you context, my brother, middle brother, he's only... He might be 3 years older than me, actually. Yeah, it might have been 3 years older, because I think it was something like... I don't want to say his name. My brother was only in school until I was in like year 8. Yeah, he is. So no. So my brother sometimes is 2 years older than me, but then he's sometimes 3 years older than me. Yeah, that's it. So he was. So when I was in year 8, he was already in year 11. So I think I do remember, like, being, like, very small in secondary school, and every now and then I would see him, and I'd just be like, hello, just trying to get some, like, rep points. Oh, shit, I said his name again. But anyway, it doesn't matter. And then... But my oldest brother, no. Even when I was in year 7, he was already in college. That's how much older he was than me, because we didn't have as much of a relationship because of that. But he's 40. So he's 6 years older than me, so of course not. But I was like a Ron Weasley, they didn't remember me. They're like, I taught your brothers. I was like, I know. And that's common for teachers, I think. Or it was in the past. Because that's what you do. You'd have like a family, white family would move in. There's a good school, squeeze out a couple of white ones, and it's like, oh, the teachers around the school, suddenly, it's no surprise, all of their kids go to like... So you just remember the last name. Oh, are you so-and-so's brother? Yeah. Oh, or when you do parents' evenings, oh, hello. Or you just even be that. It would be more like, you go to parents' evening and you'd be teaching, like, you'd be teaching Johnny, and then Johnny's mum comes to parents' evening, she'd be pregnant. She'd be like, oh yeah, don't worry, like, when this baby's born, he'll be here in 5 years' time. See what I mean? Because that's the other thing, the kids don't join school immediately, so that's it. So it's like, my kids are only a year apart, so they will only be like in like a year below. So they will probably be like really good friends all the way through their lives, which is good. That's kind of why I'm glad I did it. It is a ball ache to have the kids that close. People call you crazy for doing it, but it actually does have a lot of benefits because they are so close in age. They're nearly twins. Not quite. They're enough that they'll have like a teacher-student relationship, but because twins are like almost a bit too much. So, but almost having two brothers who are like the same, only like a year out, they'll be very close. Like they could potentially have the same friendship group, and that's really what you want. Because you want to kind of try and like have a friendship group, and try and like hopefully find like a woman from that and just try and settle down. It begins.
How lovely, okay? You know, what a great start to the
But anyway, they're both about the same. Tattoos just are really bad. They're so bad.
No more.
Tattoos are just like the biggest boner killer. I know Katie doesn't care, but it doesn't matter because other people will. I think other people will like listen to my review and think like I am more creepy. Because everyone just knows now that like, it's not hard for women to get sex. So basically all Katie's done is she's defiled herself to be less attractive, so less desirable men have better chance of her. That's all it is. That's the easiest way I can explain it. If Katie hadn't tattooed herself and like all this, she'd be able to get higher quality men. But the lower quality men that like her don't want her to do that, so they're of course they're gonna like tell her to like go get like those tattoos and they look really good and stuff. Because they're low value, they don't really have any respect in themselves, so they don't care like she gets like tattoos. Imagine a Japanese dude doing that. Fuck yeah. Fuck does that. Ridiculous. It is insane. Like, who did that? Like, who thought that was a smart idea? But anyway, the point being is both Katie and Bonnie are just ruined. They're both, in a way, both the same. It's just like, I don't know if these are women you could just marry. Like, whatever paradigm of wife Katie thinks she would be is just not going to be the same. So whatever, like, Jesus Christ. Whatever wife
Please tell me you saw that.
would have existed back in, like, I don't know, my granddad's time, Let's give you context. Like back when like my granddad got married to his my nan, my nan would have just been like very submissive probably. And like my granddad would go out and work, and she would just be at home and probably just doing chores around the home. Because there was no like, it wasn't like my nan could go on like social media and there'd be like other like bachelors who'd be able to like woo her away from him. So she didn't know any better. Plus like she knew that she had shame. Like if she was like a bad wife, she'd be like ostracized and shamed for it, and then like her like family would like not want to hang out with you. Do you see what I'm saying? We just don't have that anymore. The women are just said that if a husband basically asks a wife to like make a sandwich, that's like that's on grounds for basically like divorce. Because how dare you do that? How dare you ask a woman to do that? You can tell that I got to know that. Oh god. Would you watch volleyball with your friends? Oh, sorry. Would you watch volleyball with your friends?
Wasn't that waterfall going sideways just a second ago? It was. At least I think it was. Wonder where it goes.
Wonder all you want, but I don't care to find out.
Aw, what's wrong? You scared?
I gotta watch volleyball.
I got it. It's on you.
Need my help, do you?
Let's do this.
Oh. Just as well as like very peculiar rock thing as it, like a ball gyroscope.
Life of her unborn child is truly magnificent. Oh Mum, what did you do for my baby shower? Well, son, good question. Random.
Why'd you always say son, Kate? Are you like, you want to get a son? It's like you're admitting that you have penis in you. You know you don't actually. You know that women are doomed because you failed. That's how I know Kate's boyfriend's wrong. Do you want me to teach you the dark arts? What? What does that mean? Good question. Thank you. Um, should we do like 4 hours? throttle them. And then just probably. How fucking dare you? Oh my god, I'm streaming. Sorry, I'm not actually doing that. I just trailed off.
Random skanky men off the street came over to my house, peed over my stomach, and then men jerked off to it online. So, yeah, it was a real laugh, son. I'm glad you asked. But alas, okay, my guess is there will be some social workers watching this right now, absolutely furious, okay, showing that fist to me. They'll be thinking, oh wow, she's just a big old prude, okay, a big old prude, a big old shriveled up prude who just hates negative. And this is where we're at, folks, okay? This type of stuff is just merely a woman showcasing her sexuality, okay? Nothing to discuss here, nothing could possibly go extremely disgustingly wrong. Now, talking of being positive, thank you to today's sponsor, Lee. In a world where culture is I think the population is really about is more important than ever. You'd be shocked by how many people believe that the Playtime land is complete. I think so, and that's completely true. I've got a Lilo because that product design cuts and drawing first. Most boys being built around intensity and speed rather than rhythm, Lilo actually uses specifically designed thrusters rather than more motion, which is likely to be really satisfying. There's some time and time again in adult content this idea that
What? Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's like no. I don't know. I might be like. There's like two really good pieces of equipment that I haven't found in this run, which is that's the central banger. So whatever. Hang on. Cetron bracer. Look how much like that does. But like that's the only one I have. So effectively in this run, I should be able to get another Cetron bracer, and then another Hades bracelet, effectively. Because at the moment, like, even Barrett's not using the full one. Shit, sorry. Yes, yeah. Barrett's just the fucking beast. Barrett is the actual king. Look at his luck. Okay, well there you go. So I got a bracelet and an armlet. Kay's wearing like no makeup. She's got all her piercings in. She's got like a bob. It's like, oh, this is already starting to age, I'm afraid. Look at me, I like age like a beautiful boy. Get more intellectual, more intelligent. I'm like a ball just grows. For you, Kate, your value diminishes. No one wants to listen to the old hag. It's the truth, I'm afraid. The men are the prize. You've been like goy-lorded into thinking just because you're hot shit until you're 30, you have some stake in the game, but it's just not true. People like me, we can crawl around and then in the woodwork. I just need to wait for our time when it's ready, and it's like I always say, it's like our time will come. It is already starting to happen. That's why you have to join me. You gotta do it now. Time is running out. People are starting to realize it now. We don't want these like charlatans anymore. We don't want these false prophets. No one wants to listen to like fucking like more Pegasus or like losers. Sex appeal sells, Katie. You ever heard that? Works on both brackets as well. You can get a lot of horny white women to buy shit if you just get a nice hot enough like dude to advertise it, but they don't want to do that. They've been using like Taylor Swift. But why? It's because they don't want to encourage like white women to get horny and lust over white dudes. Because they need to sexualize Indians and black people to try and mix race to make it easier. Because anyone who mixes races effectively creates a new Democrat. See what I mean? Not that difficult. But people will tell you it is. Kay's wearing no makeup. That chain, infamous chain. And she's wearing some kind of weird, like, pink hoodie, but then she's wearing it in this, like, and she shows off her masculine. She's, like, got almost as broad shoulders as I do. It's really funny. I've got very broad shoulders, but, like, yeah, she's probably about, like, the same, like, henchness as, like, Cloud is. Shit, hang on. Okay. Oopsie.